All right, welcome everybody. It's time to get going. If you're still in the hallway, please come grab a seat. Otherwise, let's get the party started. In my notes I wrote good morning because I'm so used to doing this at 6 a.m. I'm really happy we're not here at 6 a.m. As a non-morning person, thank you for accommodating the change in format here. We are so thrilled you could all join us here in beautiful Boise, Idaho for an afternoon of networking, learning, and hopefully a little bit of fun. I'd like to start by addressing the elephant in the room, and no, I don't mean Dave Winder, our president. Heyo. I'm talking about the crazy real estate market we've all been living through. Soaring prices, borrowing costs jumping, and limited space to meet the demand. It's been a wild year for sure. But through all of it, the Idaho commercial real estate community is stuck together. We've shared ideas, lent helping hands, and supported each other as best we can. And we've definitely shared a few laughs and some cocktails along the way. This event, the BOMA Idaho Commercial Real Estate Symposium, is all about coming together once again. The symposium represents the best of our industry in the state of Idaho, the hard work and dedication you all show every day in and day out, to keep our industry humming. From the brokers closing deals to the property managers ensuring everything runs smoothly, and all of us in between, you are what makes Idaho commercial real estate exceptional. So please take a minute, high five your neighbor, make sure you have some coffee, and get ready for an afternoon of inspiration and fun. The panelists we have are amazing. I am very excited to learn and hear from the folks that we have. But don't worry, we've also made plenty of time for networking afterwards. So right now is your chance to connect with old friends, make new ones, and enjoy what makes Idaho commercial real estate community so special. So thank you again for being here. Now let's have an amazing afternoon together. But before we get started, I have a few quick announcements. Maybe, I don't know. If you are a real estate professional in the room, this event is eligible for CE credits. That being said, you have to sign up before the event starts. So if you haven't signed up, sorry, you're out of luck. Just kidding. If you haven't signed up already, cruise out to the front desk and you can sign up and come back and obviously enjoy this. In front of you, you will see a small pamphlet. This says BOMA Idaho Commercial Real Estate Symposium on it. It has a QR code. This is the first time that we've done this. Typically, as you remember, we print the BOMA Idaho magazines. We didn't do that this year in interest of, the environment and costs and all the things that go into that. It is a completely digital magazine now, so you can hit that QR code with your phone to open it up. It's fantastic. There's bios for all the speakers, the agenda for today, and all that stuff in there. It will take you directly to the BOMA Idaho website symposium page, and just scroll down a touch, and the magazine is right there. Okay. So here at BOMA, Idaho, we have a saying, I buy BOMA. As you were looking for service providers for almost whatever you need for your buildings or even for your lives, please consult the BOMA Idaho online membership directory to look for someone. Those of us who are here, who are supporting this event, we want to do business together, so please do buy BOMA. I'd like to thank Will and Lane with Blueprint Specialties. All the signage, the elevator buttons, all that cool stuff was made by these folks. They not only print blueprints and house documents for bidding and all that stuff, but they make signs and all sorts of cool stuff. And they're a huge BOMA supporter. So Will and Lane, thank you so much for everything you do for us. We really, really appreciate it. I'd also like to thank the Freeform folks. This super cool furniture provided by them, Phil and the gang, thank you so much. And so real quick, join BOMA Idaho if you're not a member already. As you can see, we have a great group. You're going to learn a whole bunch of stuff. We advocate for the industry. There's a whole awful lot of reasons to be BOMA Idaho members, and I could probably stand up here and talk about that for about 20 minutes, but we started late, so I'm not going to do that. There's a QR code on this slide as well. If you're interested in what BOMA Idaho membership looks like, you can hit this QR code and get to that page as well. Even if you don't, go to the BOMA Idaho website. It's all the information's on there under the membership tab, super easy to find. The BOMA Idaho Excellence Awards nominations are now open. This is an event that, due to COVID, we put on hold for a hot second, but it's back. Last year was a fantastic event. Like I said, it's open again this year. It's going to be in June sometime. We're not quite sure, but take a look at it. Browse the categories. We want to recognize all the professionals who are involved with commercial real estate, from management all the way through design and construction and everything in between. So please take a look at this and nominate your friends or yourselves if it makes sense. Also on the website, on the Symposium page, we have the Scott J. Chandler Scholarship Fund. And what this is for is to help send a BOMA Idaho member to the BOMA International Conference, which is in Philadelphia this year. The scholarship covers, depending on when you book it, probably most of your flight, and definitely the registration fees for the conference, which is about $900. So if you're interested in going and experiencing a BOMA International Conference, which is fantastic, and I've been lucky enough to be to a number of them, the people you'll meet, the things you'll learn, it's sort of like this, but much, much bigger and international. It's fantastic. So without further ado, I would like to bring up Dave Winder with Cushman Wakefield, current BOMA Idaho president. Thanks, everybody.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dave Winder. I'm the current president of BOMA Idaho, and apparently I'm the butt of Christian's bad dad jokes now. So welcome on behalf of the board to the 2024 BOMA Idaho Commercial Real Estate Symposium. As Christian pointed out, and you've probably noticed, we've made a lot of changes to the symposium this year, and we hope you like it. I was going to make a joke about hopefully no one showed up to breakfast at 6 o'clock this morning, but I think somebody did, so I'll apologize for that. But yeah, we're looking forward to an afternoon and maybe a little more energy and excitement around the event. Our primary goal of BOMA Idaho is to provide value to our principal members who are our building owners and managers. We do this by offering engaging networking events, relevant educational programs, and effective advocacy efforts. So everything we do is geared towards accomplishing those three objectives. 2023 was a good year for BOMA Idaho. All of our events were great successes. Some of the highlights were the renewed BOMA Excellence Awards, which we held last July. We did 2 principal member-only events that were on construction-focused topics that were very popular, and we're probably going to try and bring back some more principal member-only events in the coming year. Our membership grew by 10%, so our retention's been great, and we've had lots of new people sign up. We started an annual partner program last year where sponsors can choose different levels of sponsorship, and you get one invoice, you pay one payment, and you're good for sponsorships for all the activities that we do throughout the year. We had 11 companies sign up for that last year. All 11 have renewed for this year, plus we got 9 more to sign up this year, so we think that program has been a great success. 2024 is shaping up to be a great year. We're building a strong lineup of programs for our monthly membership luncheons. We've added a a spring golf event, which will be at Topgolf, and it's geared, I would call it more recreational than competitive compared to our golf scramble. And I think tickets are selling pretty fast to that from what I've heard, but we're still looking maybe for some more sponsors to that. So if anybody would like to sponsor that event, please reach out to us. Our cornhole tournament's back in Julia Davis Park, June 6th. We'll have the BOMA Excellence Awards again, probably sometime in late May, early June. Then the golf scramble, despite a couple of wrinkles, will be back at Banbury Golf Course again this year, September 12th. And we've got our emergency preparedness session in, I think, late September, and then our annual community giving event, which is in December. And I wanted to talk a little bit about our event from this past year. Our members showed up to that event and brought 140 gifts for kids at the Boys and Girls Club. Pretty amazing. We also had Interfaith Sanctuary and Idaho Humane Society were there, and our members gave both, physical items and cash donations to those two organizations. So kind of a good way to cap our year at the end of the year and kind of give back to those that are a little less fortunate. And also wanted to point out too, Santa made an appearance at that event and gave back to our members a little bit. He teamed up with our friends at ISG and gave BOMA socks to everybody that was at that event. And I think I challenged people to wear them here. So hopefully some people are wearing their BOMA socks. I have mine on, but I'll save you pulling up my pant and leg and showing you my leg to have them on. So thank you for that, ISG. We're a volunteer-led organization, so just want to take a few minutes to kind of point out some of the people that have played roles in our organization. We've got a lot of changing roles, people leaving the board, and a few people joining the board. Kelly Schnebley, she was our president for 2 years. Her term ended in March, so thank you, Kelly, for your service on that. She was succeeded by Trevor Nickel from Lincoln Property Company, who a couple months later ended up getting promoted and moved to Utah. So he never really got to fill the role as president, and I, as vice president, ended up taking over for him. But thank you, Trevor, too, for your years of service to the board prior to even being your short term as president. And then we've got 3 directors that are leaving the board. Mitch Hinsey, is Mitch here? No. Jeff Schaefer from TOK Commercial, I know he's here, and Chase Erkins from Lee & Associates, I think he's sitting over there. Thank you to all of you for the service you've given. I think it varies anywhere from maybe 5 to 10 or 11 years that you guys have been on the board, so thank you for all you've done. And then Steve Panzella. Steve, where are you at? You got to come up here for this. For those of you that know Steve, he's been around forever. He's been involved with BOMA for 25 years. He's been on the board. He's been on our strategic long-term planning committee and our golf committee and our programs committee, and he has a wealth of institutional knowledge. He claims he's going to retire one of these days. I don't know if he's going to or not, but as part of that, we moved him to emeritus director status on our board. So he'll still kind of be around, but not quite as active as he was in the past. But we have a little gift for you, a BOMA jacket that just say thank you for all your service to BOMA. So, thank you. We'll miss you.
Thanks, everybody. 25 years is a lot of good years with BOMA. I really enjoyed it, especially writing the quizzes. So, thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, and then we've got some new faces that are on our board. Matt Kessler from Lincoln Property Company and Sarah Reed from Holly Troxel joined us mid-year last year to fill some vacancies. And then starting in March, we'll have some new directors, including Steve Tualalale. I hope I got that right. Steve is going to be our vice president. He's unofficially been in that role for several months now, but officially will be vice president as of March. And then we have 4 new directors joining our board: Justin Vogel of Raffinelli and Nahas, Sarah Barker at Oppenheimer Development Corporation, Haley Christensen from TOK Commercial, and Mari Hawley from Hawkins Companies. So thank you to all of you that have volunteered your time. Also, another thing I'd like to do just real briefly, if you're on our board, would you stand up, please? Just to recognize the people that are on our board. Thank you. And then anybody that's on one of our committees, if you would stand up, please, so we could recognize you. Not as many of you around. There we go. Now they're standing up. All right. So thank you. As I said, we're all volunteers, so everybody that gives of your time, I'm appreciative for that. And none of what BOMA does would be possible without the support of our associate members, our annual partners, our event sponsors, our event attendees, our committee members, and other volunteers. So thank you to everybody that participates on that level. And then last but not least, Jana. Where's Jana? She's around here somewhere. She's the one that keeps this train on the track. So thank you, Jana Knoll, for all you do as our association executive. That's all I've got. Look forward to seeing you at our upcoming events and hope you enjoy the rest of the symposium. I'm going to turn it over to Steve, wherever he's at. He's going to introduce our topic for the event.
Okay, I got the easy job. Jana called me last week and said, would you like to talk about the theme for the symposium? And I said, absolutely. What is the theme for the symposium? So she wrote it out for me, and all I have to do is come read it real quick and then get out of your hair. So charting the course is the theme we went with this year. Symposium event, and for 2024, the BOMA Idaho leaders believe ties to our mission to represent, educate, and promote the interests of professionals who own, manage, or support commercial real estate in Idaho. So charting the course, that's, I guess, why we have sailboats and maps on the wall. So nice to know. Thanks for that, Janet. Thanks for doing my homework for me. Appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks.